Hi, my name is Mike with Connecticut Sea Grant and Yukon Extension, and today we're in Westport, Connecticut, taking a look at a bottom cage oyster aquaculture operation.
Hi, I'm Jonathan. Welcome to the Sherwood Mill Pond. This is a 57-acre estuary, which is the ideal growing environment for shellfish. It's a vibrant ecosystem that combines saltwater and freshwater inlet, and it gives our oysters a really unique flavor. We take little baby oyster seeds, put them in bags like these, and then maintain them through their growing cycle. Our process starts when the oysters are 4 to 6 months old and anywhere between 2 and 25 millimeters. Oysters need a lot of flow. There's an expression in this industry: more flow, more grow, more dough. So the bags in which the oysters are in need to have as much open area as possible. Our bags are on the bottom, so in order to avoid fouling and keep as much open area in the bag as possible, we flip them every other day to encourage anything growing on the bags to be dislodged and also allow the sun to kill anything that's growing on the bag. Tumbling oysters is the most critical thing to farming. To get that perfect teardrop shape and have your product consistent, which is what chefs are looking for, the oysters need to be tumbled multiple times throughout their life cycle. This is very labor intensive, but it gives us the consistency and uniformity that customers are looking for. So our process basically is taking bags off the long lines, bringing them over to our float, processing them through the tumbler, which cleans them and chips the leading shell, and then redistributing them with like-sized oysters. The oysters are kind of funny. They'll grow however they want to grow, but the tumbling encourages them to grow with a specific shape, and we redistribute them with like-sized oysters so that they never compete for food. If you have oysters of different sizes in the same bags, the big ones will outcompete the small ones for food, and the small ones will eventually die. These horizontal sluice gates are the magic of the pond. They float open and close with the tide naturally, but we also have the ability to hydraulically control them, which exaggerates the tide on either end. So at low tide, if we have them fully open, this whole pond becomes a beach, allowing us to access and maintain our gear. And at high tide, we just have an extra 2 feet of water when the gates are open. This is a really unique feature that allows our farm to operate pretty much at any tide, and also gives our oysters an advantage because the water coming from a large body into a small body creates this nice vortex, and the whole pond is basically an upweller with 660,000 cubic meters of water renewal every 12 hours.
Thanks for joining us today. Tune in next time for our next video on the Connecticut aquaculture industry.